this week we have a very productive collaboration and very productive discussion related to decide where is the most important area for sharks and rays in our region, in our country.
Many people work on sharks and rays in Indonesia in last decades, and we need to extract a lot of information. It's not only the hard work that people here, but many people that work in Indonesia also, they have to provide the answer and the evidence during the week to cite the correct polygons, which species we have to think about, and then which species is forgotten.
The Asia region is especially important to the SBI process. As one of the regions, it has the highest biodiversity of sharks, highest fishing pressure, and so all of the effort that's going into really making sure that we get this right is incredible.
I'm very grateful that countries with little information don't get left behind in this process. It's highlighted how little information we have in the country, how little effort are going towards research.
It was very valuable to understand what data we had and how we're utilizing the data to delineate these areas, and it really highlighted what particular data we're still missing to be able to support certain species into these global designations.
I want people to know the importance of Ariake Bay. I have studied for 23 years. I have so much data, so we can add the ISRA's map and became stronger than before.
Most of the ISRA that we propose in Thailand are under protection, but I think it's good to highlight that because it is under protection, it could be the reason why there's a hotspot of sharks.
We should work together with young people to catch up with the step of conservation of shark and rays in the world. We know we have a long way to go, but we will step by step with the effort of 2 generations.
It makes me think how we can improve monitoring and what we'll consider robust data collection or research. And so from now onward, we look back what ISRA criteria is, and when we are designing a research, we will think if it answers some of these important questions.
In the near future, we need a specific species-specific data. That includes the landings, monitoring, diving, cities and science, because in India we have a big geographic area to cover.
We are actually focusing on landing site more, but I think we should take data from the sea so we can know the habitat a little more and mark them.
It's really useful in terms of protecting shark and ray to be included within marine protected area, so that can add more value on the MPA itself.
Southeast Asia has a very deep history of being able to make lots of MPAs quite quickly. And I think what you'll see is that quite a few of the ISRAs that we propose are already in MPAs. So for those areas which are not in MPAs, I think we have a tremendous opportunity to very quickly move from ISRA to something more formal.
When our ISRA sites are live online, we definitely need to meet with our government and develop conservation management strategies for these areas.
This is a very good information provided to the government or NGO. So we need to consider this important area before we do the further exploration.
One of the things that we're trying to suggest is the time area closure, because the trawlers, they can't choose what to catch and what not to catch. So by avoiding the ISRA, they can actually reduce the bycatch.
So being able to showcase the data on a map is a really useful tool, and I think that can really engage the non-scientific community into that conservation world.
When you're trying to get government to make policy, it's always nice to have easy to understand information, and information that has some value to it because it's peer reviewed by the leading shark scientists in the world.
Be prepared with data, and not only published data or scientific data, but also citizen science data and YouTube videos of certain aggregation that has been documented by dive community.
Make sure you are watching the YouTube ISRA at the first stage. Like you want to know more about the ISRA steps and also all the criterion.
To ensure that you've made contact with people in your area working on your species, and that they're aware that the workshop is taking place and are available to help out in the hectic 4-day period.
Seeing everyone working together towards the same goal is quite motivating.
Put your shark on the map.
让我们把鲨鱼的足迹标注在地图上。
Jokokno cucutmu neng peta.
Ilagay ang pating sa mapa.
Taruhlah hiu dan parimanta Anda di dalam peta.
Letak malu-malu dalam peta.
ညီမပြငမန်းနေငလေးကြောက်တွေထိမ့်သိမ့်ဖို့မမေ့ပါနဲ့ရှင်
Letak you atas peta.
Картируйте своих скатов, акул и химер.
มาเอาฉลามลงแผนที่กันเถอะค่ะ
Put your freshwater sharks and rays on the map.
กับเต่าหูซ้อนเครื่องด้วยด้านในเตะต่ออะไรเต้
നിങ്ങളുടെ ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ട ഗിറ്റാർ ഫിഷിനെ മാപ്പിൽ ഉൾപ്പെടുത്തും.
Put your mako sharks on the map.
Ilagay ang megamouth sa ISRA map.
サメのいる場所に、地図にマークをしてください。
Put your wet fish on the map.
আপনার হাঙর ও শাপলা পাতা মাছকে মানচিত্রে দেখান।
Petakan hiu dan pari.
Taruh hiu dan pari kamu di peta.
Put your wobegon on the map.
Taruh hiu kamu di peta. Jangan lupa